My grandpa asked in surprise, "Buddy, why did you come by taxi? What happened to the BMW we gave you for your 21st birthday?" Before I could answer, my mom smiled and said, "That car belongs to his sister now." My grandpa went quiet for a second, like he was trying to process that, and what he did next, that's when something shifted for me. My name is Ethan. I'm 26, the oldest grandchild, the one who always ends up fixing things no one else wants to deal with. If something breaks, I handle it. If someone forgets something important, I show up anyway. That's just how it's always been. I run a small workshop out of a rented garage where I hand paint Christmas ornaments. Nothing big, just steady work, long hours, and trying to get every detail right. Most days my hands smell like paint and sealant. I like things simple. Lists, quiet mornings, getting a clean line without messing it up. People say I'm patient. The truth is, I just avoid conflict. I learned early that staying calm and solving the problem is easier than arguing. And in my family, solving the problem usually meant paying for it. That Saturday, I showed up at my grandparents' house in a taxi. Not because I wanted to, because the BMW wasn't part of my life anymore. I still had glitter stuck in my hair from work. I was carrying boxes, trying not to drop anything, when my grandpa opened the door and said, surprised, "Buddy, why did you come by taxi? What happened to the BMW we gave you?" I froze. Before I could say anything, my mom stepped in, already smiling like she had the answer ready. "That car belongs to his sister now." The room changed instantly. My uncle stopped eating. The house got quiet in that uncomfortable way where everyone hears everything. Grandpa didn't react right away. He just looked at her, then at me, then back at her. "Belongs to who?" he asked. "To Emily," my mom said. "You know how hard she works. Ethan barely even drives." My sister leaned against the wall, barely looking up. "It just makes sense," she said. "I have meetings." Grandpa rubbed his jaw slowly. Then he placed a hand on my shoulder. "Come in, son," he said. He didn't argue. He didn't raise his voice. We sat down at the table like everything was normal, but it wasn't. I wish I could say I said something right then. I didn't. I just sat down and pressed my thumb into the edge of the box I was holding until it hurt. Grandpa looked at me again. "When did this happen?" he asked. Mom jumped in quickly. "Dad, don't make this a big deal. Let him speak," Grandpa said. Then he looked straight at me, and that was the worst part. I didn't even know how to explain it. "I don't know," I said. "It just happened." And that was the truth. It always just happened. People like to talk about family business like it's something warm, like everyone working together. That's not what it felt like to me. In my family, it meant something else. It meant I paid. I started my ornament business at 19. First paycheck, I bought cheap materials and worked out of a small garage. The first Christmas, I stood outside a store in the cold, painting names while my hands were freezing. Still, I was proud. By the time I turned 21, things were getting better. That's when my grandpa bought me the car. He said, "This isn't for show. This is for your work." That meant everything to me. My mom smiled that day, took pictures, but later, things changed. Not all at once. Never all at once. Emily needed the car one weekend, then another. Then it just stayed with her. Every time I asked, there was a reason. "You don't use it much. She needs it more. It's temporary." It stopped being temporary. Then came the money. My mom called one night while I was working. "Sweetheart," she said, "we're a little short this month." She asked if I could help. Just this once. I did. Then next month it was something else. Bills, expenses, always temporary, never actually temporary. Emily started talking about growing the brand, not my business, hers. She posted videos, talked about our work like she was part of it. At first I didn't say anything. Then I noticed charges on my account, small ones at first, then more. When I asked, she shrugged. "It helps all of us," she said. All of us. That phrase started to feel different. I started tracking everything. Late nights in the garage, going through numbers, transfers, charges, payments I didn't approve, money going out faster than it came in. I added it up twice because I didn't believe it. The family group chat was called Home Team. One night my mom sent, "Thanksgiving plan, everyone contributes $300. Emily can't right now, so Ethan will cover her." Like it was already decided. I stared at it. Then I wrote, "I've already covered a lot. I need the car back. And stop using my card." Mom replied immediately. "Ungrateful." Emily reacted with a heart. My dad sent a thumbs up. That was it. That same week, my account went negative. I slept on the floor of my workshop that night. It was quiet. Too quiet. I kept thinking the same thing. I can't keep doing this. But I didn't know how to stop. And that's how I ended up there that Saturday, taking a taxi, carrying boxes, acting like everything was fine, until my grandpa asked that one question, and everything started to crack. 2 days later, I was back at my grandpa's table. Same house, same people, but it didn't feel the same. Dinner was already served. Chicken, rolls, the usual things that were supposed to feel normal. They didn't. Grandpa passed the plate like always, then looked at me like he hadn't forgotten. "So," he said, calm, "the car." Mom sighed immediately. "Dad, are we really doing this again?" Grandpa didn't even look at her. "I'm just asking for the story." Emily stirred her drink like she wasn't part of it. "It's simple," she said. "I use it more." Grandpa turned to me. "And you?" he asked. "Do you think it's simple?" I felt everyone looking at me again. That same pressure. That same expectation that I would smooth things over. "It's not that simple," I said. My voice sounded tight. Mom leaned back in her chair. "Oh my God," she said. "Here we go." Grandpa didn't react to her. He just nodded slightly, like he already understood more than I had said. That's when I realized something. He wasn't trying to argue. He was trying to understand, and that made it harder to stay quiet. The truth had been sitting in my chest for a long time. I just never said it out loud, because once you say it, you can't take it back, and things change. That night, after dinner, I called him. "I need help," I said. There was a short pause. "Come over," he said. "We'll talk. No questions." That was new. When I got there, he already had a notebook on the table. He pushed it toward me. "Tell me everything," he said. I hesitated. Not because I didn't want to, because I didn't know where to start. So I just started. I told him about the money, the calls, the just this once that never stopped, the charges I didn't approve, the way my account kept dropping while everyone else acted like it was normal. I told him about the car, how it slowly stopped being mine, how every time I asked I felt like I was the problem. He didn't interrupt, didn't react, just listened. Every once in a while he made a small mark on the paper, quiet, focused. When I finished, the room felt different, like something heavy had finally been put down. And if you don't want to wait for part 2, you can watch the full story on my YouTube channel. Just tap share, then more, and click the YouTube link here on my profile, or search for the channel Cooper Reddit on YouTube.